Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early January 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cappies in Capricorn season, might I add. So I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. Let's get it going, my gods. Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always intriguing and interesting. Let's get it going, though. Let's go. What's up with Cappy, please? And once again, I would like to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you, whether it's just passed or it's coming up. It is Capricorn season. And we have our good friend, Mr. Bookhead, showing up here in your reading. This is my favorite oracle card of this deck, and I love when he shows up. Big Page of Pentacles type of vibe. A lot of layers to him. Before we dive into that, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look at our good friend. Yeah, he does stop by to visit from time to time, right? So you'll notice in this image, he has books in his arms, books piled up, books all around, books for a damn hat and necklace. So I call him Bookhead. So, of course, this could represent knowledge, whether you're on a knowledge acquisition streak right now where you're just trying to learn. A lot of you could be diving into new ventures, new things, or craving some sort of like newness in your life, right? A little bit of a shakeup. This is page energy as well, so when I see it, I do think it could possibly be about communication, whether you wanting to communicate or somebody else. But this is all about the knowledge, the wealth of knowledge that one retains within them. So this is good. And it's a good sign for anything new, any new chapter you're going through. But let's dive deeper. Let's get into tarot now. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. And I always say with the first card, it's only a footnote. Doesn't make or break the reading whatsoever. Let's shuffle it up one time and see what we got for you, my friends. My guides, talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn? Early to mid-January. So, last week's reading was pretty positive. I'd say the last couple of weeks you've had some really good energy surrounding you. Even if you're going through a couple of rough things, ups and downs, there's a lot of positivity that could be harnessed within this time. It was titled A Huge Level Up. So a lot of you, if you haven't recently upped yourself in some sort of level, that could be something you're working towards or craving, and it seemed very good. Just like with this Bookhead, a lot of good newness or good energies towards any new venture in your life. So we're going to see what comes out for you this week. As you know, energies are very fluid, never set in stone. Only take this how it hits for you, because there's a lot of Capricorns out there. Let's get 3. And we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's you're connected to. So you just fit it to your story. Okay, Ace of Swords in position number 1. So talk about the knowledge acquisition. This could be a card of that as well. This is similar to the Bookman, a little harsher possibly, but the Ace of Swords is not a bad card, but it is a card of new. So we're seeing this time and time again already. Let's get 2 more out here. And I am using the Smith Tiny Tarot again. I had a blast with it the past couple of weeks, and it is just damn adorable when you look at the characters and their big old eyes. Like, I'm really enjoying working with it. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles in position number 2. That's a card that could represent you, another earth sign maybe. Slow, steady, meticulous. Not catching any major red flags thus far, but let's get 1 more. Thank you. Okay, we do have the Hermit. Maybe there is something you're withdrawing from slowly as well. With the Hermit card right here on the back end, heavy earth presence, earth energy in this spread so far, Capricorn. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So this is very slow and steady. If you're craving big shake-ups or big changes, this isn't like the most conducive for that. But earth energy is something you're very comfortable in. It's very organized, slow, steady, meticulous. But position number 1, we do have the Ace of Swords. Once again, all aces are opportunities. All aces represent new. Now, the Ace of Swords is about the mind, the mental state. So whatever clarifies it could be very important for where someone's head is at, where their mind is at. It is the sword of truth. It could talk about open, honest communication. As with all sword cards, it could be something serious, whether a situation or a talk where you just give it to somebody straight. And another thing I see with the Ace of Swords, a lot of you might be wanting to cut something out of your life, whether a behavior, individual. We'll dive deeper and see what's up. But the sword of truth can trim our life up a little bit, if you know what I mean. Now, moving over, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Big earth energy. So if it, in my simplistic style of reading, it could represent something coming towards you when we clarify it, a way you might be feeling, or another earth sign, so a Virgo or a Taurus. Very slow and steady, like I've been saying. Like, out of all the knights, and they represent progress, this one is the slowest moving. So hey, maybe there is something that's taking a while to work through, or things just might be in some sort of lull for whatever reason. But this isn't bad. Once again, another card of communication, so we're seeing those undertones, because he could be a messenger as well. But it's not a big energy for breakthrough, but the clarifier could tell a different story, right? Depends on how volatile it is underneath. I like the Knight of Pentacles, though. Okay, I do. I don't dislike him because of his slowness. Everybody is different in their own way. But on the back end, we have the Hermit. So could possibly be a Virgo. We're seeing all these signals and signs show up here. When I see this, it does represent somebody like taking a step back or withdrawing. Some of you might be in hermit mode literally, where a little bit of isolation. This could be someone with feelings of loneliness or just not wanting to speak to anybody for whatever reason. So there could be somebody on your list where you're not really wanting to talk to them. There are really good positives to this card as well. It's a card of wisdom. It's a card of knowledge. So we're linking together with the Bookman and the Ace of Swords. There is something about knowledge and knowledge acquisition and new things that bode really well. The Hermit could be soul searching, big spiritual connections with this card as well. So I really want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. So we're going to put our Hermit friend right over here. Let's shuffle it up one time for you, Cappy. See what's going on. Let's go, my gods. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Ace of Swords. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Capricorn, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. Okay, Ace of Swords time. Why is it here? Why is that Ace of Swords here? Thank you. Okay, Hanged Man. Yeah, there could be something you're really keeping to yourself. Okay, we have the Hanged Man in the upright. Something you're really taking a good long think or thought process about. Now, the Hanged Man is not a huge card of movement. Maybe some of you are trying to stabilize your mental state or just stabilize something. But when we mix it with the energies like the Hermit over there, a portion of you, it could represent a Scorpio in your life. Some readers also link the Hanged Man to Virgo, so we're seeing heavy Virgo signifiers here. But to me, it is somebody like taking a step back to think about something, right? Analyze. For a portion of you, maybe you're under somebody's microscope. Okay, maybe somebody's analyzing your movements or analyzing your behavior, but this could just be a way you're in right now, problem solving, or just, you know what, let me see all the angles here first before I make a move, before I do this, before I do that. Okay, so knowledge acquisition. There is something about knowledge gathering here, and it doesn't just have to mean school. It could be knowledge about a person or the way they act, the way they move. Interesting. I want to see how the rest of it plays out. But it is giving me that vibe of like, all right, let me get my head together for a minute, or let me get my thoughts together. If that's not you, that could be how someone you're linked to is feeling like, all right, I need to take a step back for a moment and think about this, okay? Like, because there could be some level of importance here. And I always say there's no need to rush anything when there's importance or things connecting to important parts of our life. Let's go in on that Knight of Pentacles. Okay, maybe there has been something you've been thinking about quite a bit. Let's see what's up with that Knight. What's that Knight of Pentacles here? This deck is just lovely. I love how these guys look with their big old eyes. Yeah, the deck's being specific for you, though. You know I like that. So, thank you. Hierophant in reverse, yeah. Okay, it is more earth energy here, the Taurus vibes here with the Hierophant in reverse. And when I catch the Hierophant in reverse, it is change-based. It is transformation-based, but this is not moving quick. This is very, very slow. Something that might be changing so slow that you could barely notice it. So maybe it's something within yourself. For some people, this could be a change of heart or a change of feelings. So just know that, like, either you or someone you're connected to might be changing your feelings about someone or something. The Hierophant in reverse is a little bit of upheaval, but this isn't uncomfortable, right? Like, this is an energy that is not rushed, won't be rushed, can't be rushed. So there might be some sort of important situation or an important thing you're going through that you just want to pace yourself. Whether an issue or a situation, you would know best. But it's not very fast moving here. There is something about it that's sticking around, which doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? I would rather go through things in a slower, more meticulous fashion, but let's see what's up with that Hermit. Okay. For some of you, this could be upheaval in some sort of connection you may have had for a very long time with the Hierophant in reverse, or wanting to change something about your day-to-day routine. That could be a big vibe we're catching here. But let's see what's going on with the Hermit. Why is that Hermit here? Oop. Cards are trying to jump out. I didn't even start shuffling yet. So why is the Hermit here, please? Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. There it is. Yeah. This is some sort of inner battle somebody is having here. There could be somebody who is having like a big battle within them with the Seven of Wands underneath the Hermit here. Okay, not letting others know how tough of a time they might be going through, not letting anybody in, not letting anybody know how they're truly feeling on the inside. This is feeling pretty closed off. This could be a little warning about how one is feeling emotionally, even though there's no cup action showing up here. That's just what I feel. Now, the Seven of Wands could also represent big determination, somebody like trying to rest and recuperate, but I just want to point this out. What we had here in the beginning with the Ace of Swords and Hanged Man. Very similar energies here. So you and somebody else might be mirroring each other, or this is a very closed down type of energy. Like, all right, wait, whoa, hold on. I need to recuperate here. So like I was saying, there's an importance here of either an issue or a situation, and there's somebody trying to figure it out on their own. That's a big vibe I'm picking up. Or it could just be very hot and cold as well. But either way, this person's not letting others onto that. Okay, that's the vibe I'm catching here. It's like, all right, they might be very hot and cold. They might feel very much emotionally conflicted, or there could be an emotional conflict here, but they're not letting others see it. So let's go through and do a quick little recap, because I was picking up a lot of things, and even though there's so much earthy energy, yeah, there is a lot going on underneath the surface here, and it might be something that sticks around for a little bit. Doesn't feel super treacherous, but if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Ace of Swords with the Hanged Man. Maybe you're having issues with a Virgo, another earth sign, even Scorpio, but this is somebody saying, whoa, let's just hold this up. I'm going to have a good long think about this. I'm not going to rush this. I'm not going to rush my thought process. It's like, yeah, I need to really get my mind straight or think about something. And I have been getting the vibe of somebody possibly pulling back a little bit, withdrawn. Nothing wrong with that. Now, as we move further, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Hierophant in reverse. Once again, possible bumping heads with other earth signs. But a big vibe I'm catching here is like, yeah, there's some upheaval. There is change as well, but it might be under the surface so much where it seems like it's not even happening. I also said there could be something you want to change about your day-to-day life, or there could be an important issue or situation that you might be working through. That's like a vibe I'm picking up here, especially as we get to the back end, the Hermit with the Seven of Wands. Big emotional conflict, not letting anybody else in to see what one might be going through. Yes, this could be somebody determined, but I am getting that recuperation and just sealed off. So beware that you might be mirroring with somebody else as well. But please just take a look. Yeah, you might be going through some things. It's all good though. We're going to get you one shadow card. And yeah, if you want to look into those further, please be my guest. Let's shuffle it up one time. Interesting. It felt a little sticky, this energy, right? So let's get one shadow card. I mean, not every reading is going to be fireworks either, right? Like sometimes things could be a bit of a nuisance. It doesn't have to be something major or crazy here. Let's get one shadow card just to tie this reading up for Cappy, please. I'm at least seeing that there's no tower here at the moment, which bodes well. Okay, so we do have the Eight of Cups here showing up in the shadows. Now, this could represent either wanting to give up on something. This, in the shadow side, this could even be abandonment issues showing up with the Eight of Cups. Usually a card of movement. I see it as a neutral card, but remember, we're looking at the shadow side of it. So the big themes here is either abandoning something or giving up. So you might be tempted to do that, like, yeah, this might be a little too much work, or this might be a little too much. I'm just going to walk away from those cups. That could be a big vibe here. But maybe some of you do have that little issue within yourself where you don't want to see someone leave your life. That's possible here. Okay, so I mean, it would make sense with some of the cards I was seeing. Please do with that what you will, though, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be rough or treacherous, but that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, adorable Smith Tiny Tarot. This is the deck I used in this week's readings. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which one of the cards from this week's readings you thought was most adorable. Which one do you like the best? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.